Quite an interesting last few hours. About 11:30 last night here in Santa Rosa, California. Out of nowhere, wind started circulating. I went outside as I heard my chime starting to go off, and I thought that was odd. There's winds, and all of a sudden, blue sparks came out of the sky. No lightning, just blue sparks. And at 1 o'clock in the morning, 60 fires, Napa, Sonoma, Santa Rosa, just hit everywhere. And these firefighters are saying to a person they've never seen a fire like this. They've never seen it move this quickly. It came out of nowhere. There was no storm fronts. There was no lightning. This was completely geoengineered. The movie Geostorm is coming out in 2 weeks. They had mass evacuations at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. People are running out of gas. They're going out to the coast. Everybody trying to get away from the storms or from the firestorms that have taken out Glen Ellen, large parts of Sonoma, large parts of Napa, northern Santa Rosa. The Hilton Hotel is burned down. A lot of buildings have just caught on fire and burned down. This came out of nowhere to a person they saying they cannot believe how fast these fires have spread. This fire is explosive. You see the Captain Jonathan Cox. It's all the aluminum in the soil and the combustion. Were they using directed energy weapons? I don't know, but it was totally a very, very strange event that occurred. And now we're just evacuating. There's looting going on up in Fountain Grove, I heard, about a little north of Santa Rosa, but structures are getting burned again. This is geoterrorism, folks. Disaster capitalism at its finest. And one story, when I was out on the coast just after we got evacuated and went out to the coast, met a group of people who had been out here, were playing in a charity, a golf event from Arizona, and had to evacuate. Their hotel caught fire instantly. The power went off. All the electronics stopped. They couldn't get into other rooms to wake because of the electronics. They threw lighted sticks, those sticks you break and they turn into fluorescent lights at night so people could see their ways through the hotels. Their buddies couldn't get out of the room because of the electronic service, so they had to break the windows and leap out of the second floor. One guy was Olympic gold medalist, he told me, from the Olympic Games in China for wrestling. And they're going to try and make it down to the airport. But as you see the stories here, person after person, firefighter after person, they said it was a hellstorm of smoke and ash, 30 to 40 mile an hour winds. Folks, there was no wind before this happened. There was no storm before this happened. I can't make that any clearer. I can't tell you how geoengineered this entire thing was. I'll keep saying it over and over because it was. But here you see the homes burning. I mean, they just combusted. That's the word people keep using, is combusted. So one guy said he's a marathon runner and he tried to outrun it. He couldn't outrun the storm. So please be safe. Say a prayer for the people. Don't forget about the people, Hurricane Harvey out in Houston, who are without homes, and everybody else. I mean, this is weather war terrorism, folks. This is what we're in for. So look at these fires, man. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Didn't have a chance. Say a prayer for the firefighters. We're not seeing any air tankers. We're not seeing any dropping going on. I haven't heard any planes flying, but I'll keep you posted. We got hurricanes, we got floods, we got fires, we got earthquakes. Prepare yourself. Get your 5-day supply, water supply, get an evacuation route, get some cash, and help one another. As I came back up here and brought a bunch of 5-gallon gasoline tanks because all the gas stations are out, and help people fill up their tanks so they could get away. They were just sitting on the sides of the road, unable to do anything. So it went up as high as Mendocino County here, Lake County, which is north. I mean, we're covering quite a large area of these fires that just came out of nowhere, totally geoengineered, burned all the way. The Silverado Country Club just had a big golf tournament with Phil Mickelson yesterday. Hope everybody's safe. But again, just like the Hurricane Harvey comes in at 1:30 in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, and it came out of nowhere. The Kaiser Permanente, they smelled smoke. That's been burned down. They had to evacuate all the people out of the hospital there, I heard. So I'm just giving you a quick update. We're all fine. Haven't heard of anybody being hurt. But this is just another geostorm created by our friends in the geoengineering community who want to profit from disaster capitalism and also drive people into climate refugee status. So everybody seems to be okay. I haven't heard of anybody dying yet, but Excuse the French, but it's just one big clusterfuck up here, and I'll keep you posted on the next video. You can see here in the areas where the fires are going through. My friend was just flying back in from Florida, and the pilots mentioned nothing about the fires. The smoke is all the way down past San Francisco. It's ashes are falling everywhere. But again, loss of life seems to be minimal for now, but there's massive home destruction going on everywhere.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين